So as we get into another game here, another NHL Be A Goalie, um, I want to talk about the recent update that has came to NHL 21. So this will be patch uh, NHL 21 patch 1.3. So I won't be reading the entire patch notes or anything like that. If you actually want to jump into it and actually read it for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description or in the comments below, or you can head over to my Discord and you guys can find it there also. It's in, I believe it's in everyone's chat, so you guys could check it out there. But they made a couple changes to Be a Pro. I don't think they're big changes, but they are changes to Be a Pro, and we're gonna talk about those three changes. And then if we obviously we'll have enough time to talk about the other things too. But the three changes, I'm gonna wait to the game. Wait till we get into the game to actually talk about it, because they're not huge fixes. They're not huge fixes. They're just like just little minor glitches that people have had. I haven't had it. I haven't had any type of that type of glitch or anyway and anything. Um, we're on the bench. We're on the bench, boys. I guess we're not starting in net. So I guess this will be good to talk about actually. This will be good to talk about. We're actually on the bench. I don't know if we're actually on the bench. If we're not the goalie for the night, we don't get to just skip the game. I feel like that's a bug. I feel like we just ran into a bug. I feel like that should be I think that should be fixed. I think this should be fixed where you can actually like last year's if you didn't play the game, you didn't start in the game, you just skipped to the next game or you skipped to the game you're actually playing in. So this is weird. This is weird. Never really encountered this. Am I in net and not actually controlling? Oh no, I'm on the bench. I see my name there. But anyways, we're gonna talk about if we come, we'll probably come on the ice. There's no way I can I can press B, but it will skip right to the entire it will skip the entire period. It won't actually. We'll be stuck on this screen now. Great, thanks. Yep. All right. Okay. So the three fixes they have made to Be a Pro, and I don't think they're really big fixes. Is number one is fix the bug when lower player overall grants captaincy in sophomore year. So if you gain captaincy like your first year in the NHL or I think in the European League or the OHL, there is a glitch. There is a glitch where you can get captaincy and you could automatically get captaincy, or you can become captain in the NHL also, which is kind of weird. You basically take over the other guy's job without actually doing anything. So they fixed that bug. They fixed the bug where shift length timer counts slower than it should. I haven't really experienced that. I never really looked at the clock for the shift times. So I didn't really look at it, but apparently it happened to some people. Uh, they fixed some miscellaneous stuff with conversation and challenge fixes. So those are the three fixes they have made. Like I said, they're not big changes, but they're obviously there's changes and they made some changes obviously. But yeah. So and I'm just going to go over the general fixes they have made too. Also, so the general fixes they have made overall in the game, I got rid of the menu, so thank you for that. For the gameplay, this is overall. So the general fixes the cases where tripping penalties were being missed. So they fixed that. They probably added more penalties. Updated the dive block animations to be more flush to the ice. Fix the user being forced out of vision control when receiving a manual saucer pass. Fixes the cases where one-timers from a specific pass angle were weaker than expected. Fixes the cases where players were not being called for goalie interference when hitting the goaltender after taking a shot. And various desync fixes. And then here's for the goalie. That was the general fixes. Here's the goalie fixes. In case fixed a case where the puck can go through the goalie stick I didn't know that was a bug, but apparently it is. I haven't seen that. If I did, and I've been taking advantage of it, then they fixed it. I can't take advantage of it anymore. Fixed. There's only two fixes for the goalie. The second fix is fixed an issue where goalies were auto converting the puck through the net when on the post. It might have happened to me a couple times when I'm playing NHL Be A Goalie, but I haven't noticed. And then the AI fixes. Here's the AI fixes. There's only 3 of them for the AI fix. Fix the case where the AI would get stuck behind the net during a breakout. Improve situations where the defensive AI players would lose their assignments off a face-off, tie-up, loss. Okay. Fix the issues where defenders were skating away from the play if their target wasn't for the line change, or if their target went for a line change. So those are like the general fixes when it comes down to gameplay. If you guys have experienced any bugs or anything that should be fixed in this game, you should report it to EA, and maybe they'll get it fixed. But if you guys see any issues, just report them to EA, because I've been seeing a lot more update patches to this game than I have with NHL 20. So obviously they're taking a little bit more care into fixing stuff for this game, which is awesome. But since we have a little bit more time to actually talk, and we're actually not playing for some reason, which is weird. I don't know why. Basically, I know some people like the commentary type of, or not the commentary, but the type of podcast type of thing with Be A Goalie. This is the perfect episode. So, franchise. So if you guys play franchise mode, here's some fixes for you. If you guys have experienced these, hopefully you guys haven't, because it sucks running into bugs when it comes into the games. But there's 3 fixes to franchise. Fix the bugs where player were. Okay, hold on. Let me scroll down to the actual thing. I was reading something else. Fixes the bugs where players with lower overall and player roles have higher trade value in franchise. That's a huge bug. It's a huge bug. But anyways, it's fixed now, so that's good. Fix the bugs where franchise record books tuning and not displaying accurate stats. So they fixed the franchise record book. Fix the bug where auto-create players and franchise get created with the 0 or /99 for all skating styles sliders. So they fixed those 3 issues with franchise mode. I haven't played franchise mode. I haven't even stepped into the game mode yet. Like, I haven't gone in and like made my team or anything like that, or actually like started thing. I haven't started that. This is the first year I even started a franchise. Yeah, because I always like start one and actually play it at the like just off screen, pretty much just off screen, and just play it and all that stuff. So here's some stuff to. Okay, that's a long list for Hockey Ultimate Team. There's some fixes to. Okay, I'm just gonna find what is more interesting to me and what I can actually read. Just put it that way. What I feel like reading. They added some art, which is good. They added some stuff to the art. So they added some equipment. Some equipment has been added to NHL 21. The Bauer Rec AKT 150 player helmet. The CCM Tax 910 player helmet. The Warrior Alpha DX Gold player stick. The Warrior Covert. Is that Covert? RS Pro player helmet. Uniforms. The following uniforms have been added to NHL. Has been added or updated to in NHL 21. So they actually added the retro jerseys for all the teams. And I was actually going to put it on for this episode, and I completely forgot. We'll put it on the next episode, and we'll put it on NHL Be A Pro also when we do another episode in that, and not tomorrow, the next day. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So here's the uniform fixes for the NHL. You got the Colorado Avalanche home and away and alternate, Dallas Stars alternate, and NHL reserve. No, yeah. They added the retro jerseys. I already said that for all 31 teams. The AHL, they updated the Colorado Eagles home and away, and the Henderson, I believe I'm saying that name right. Silver Kings home and away. The ECHL, which I don't even know what that is, but apparently it's an organization. Just put it that way. I believe it's actually pretty big in like the lower parts of I believe Canada, because it's Newfoundland. Newfoundland Growlers alternate. Rapid City Rush home, away, and alternate jerseys have been fixed. And Wichita Thunder home and away jerseys have been fixed. I'm not going to read all the French names because I'll mess all the French names up. But they pretty much fixed almost every single team, it looks like. It looks like they almost fixed almost every single team. Like I said, if you guys want to read it for yourselves, you guys can go in the comments or in the description and find the link. Another thing I'm not going to try to pronounce because I'll mess up the names. I'll definitely mess up the names. And then improvements, updated the Montreal Canadiens scoreboard and power ring video art, and fixed the issue where the North Bay Ballantons, I believe, uniforms were missing on the logo on their arms. So they're missing logos on their arms. So they're making some general fixes to the games that I haven't noticed because I only play this when I'm recording, and I don't run into a lot of bugs. I ran into they fixed one bug in the EASHL, where you did a penalty shot and your screen went black. Like either your teammate's screen went black and your teammates can't see you do the penalty shot, or your screen went black during the penalty shot, which is awful. I never had that happen to me, but I have it happen to both of my friends. They had the issue the one game where their screen went black. It was weird. It was ultra weird. But they definitely fixed that. I could tell you some other fixes for the EASHL. So they fixed the frequent crash at the end of the club final games. Oh, somebody got injured. Oh, that sucks. Fixed the issues where the screen became completely black during a penalty shot, like I said. Fixed the rare crash that would occur when skipping the intro, outro, the NIS in the EASHL game. Fixed the issues where the equipment face masks were causing the hair clip through the masks. That's been happening for so many years, and they decided to fix it now. That's okay. Okay. Fixes the post-game issues that cause the GAA and save percentage for goalies to be cut off in the 3 stars during the game showcase. So those are like the, I believe, 5 fixes to the EASHL. So obviously they made some changes, and if you guys read the list and you guys haven't seen any changes that you have been experiencing they haven't fixed yet, report them to EA. Report them to EA. I don't know how to report stuff. How do you report stuff? You probably can do it in here somewhere. You probably do it somewhere in the game. If not, you probably can go to like the forums and put out, say, an issue. I have an issue with this. Like, can you guys fix it? But there's multiple ways where you can actually report stuff to EA when it comes down to it. But yeah, anyways, like I said, if there's any changes that you guys have seen, or you guys haven't seen yet, and you guys want to be fixed, and it's probably a big problem or like a small problem, because it looks like they've been fixing some small problems too, also, which is good. They're also fixing the big problems and the small problems, and we have been recently experiencing the blackout screen when it came to penalty shots, and it only happened like 1 or 2 games out of like the 4 games that we played that night. So it didn't happen frequently. It didn't happen every single game, but it did happen, which sucks. I never experienced that issue. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just on the original Xbox One consoles or the PS4 or anything like that. I don't know. But and I never experienced it on my Xbox Series X, so it may be the console that caused that issue or something. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't go to school to create games. I was going to go to school to actually make games and actually became a game developer, but I suck at math. So there you go. That's why I didn't do it. That's why I didn't do it. I didn't continue in school because, well, I dropped out of high school. I dropped out of high school due to bullying, which sucks because I wish I could have finished high school and actually gone to college and everything like that. But I don't know. School wasn't for me. I didn't like school when I actually went. I kind of regret it now, not going to school. Yeah, I think that's become a thing when you get older. You kind of regret stuff what you did as a teenager, as you did younger. You kind of regret it when you get older. But I kind of regret dropping out of high school. It sucks, but hey, it wasn't for me. I'm doing YouTube now, so that's YouTube is my hobby, anyways. I do it for fun. But yeah, anyways, so you just I don't know what else to talk about. I really don't know what else to talk about. I wish they made some more fixes. I don't want to read the entire thing. For one, I can't read. I can't really read. I'm not a good reader. I kind of get lost in the words. Some of the words are confusing to me and all that stuff because like when it came down to reading and writing in school, I didn't like it, so I didn't really pay attention. If it was on a computer, if I had to type stuff on a computer or do stuff on a computer, I would have preferred to do that. But at the time when I was going to school, the teachers didn't want you to go on the computer that much, and it kind of sucked for me because I actually had to like write and stuff, and I didn't like writing. My writing wasn't good. It wasn't like it wasn't like you can actually read it, but it wasn't like spectacular. But I kind of yeah, so I didn't really pay attention in school because when it came down to it, I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to do things with my hands. I wanted to hand-on learning, or yeah, hand-on learning. I'd rather do hand-on learning than actually sitting down at a desk and listen to a teacher talk. I couldn't do that. I hated it. I hated it. I fell asleep half the time in school. But if I was doing stuff with my hands, if I was in like workshop class, or I was in like the AV department doing the school's like morning news show, that was great because I was doing stuff with my hands and I was doing stuff with cameras and editing and computers and everything like that. So I was in my realm there. And also we had a class. I had a class also do with computers, like building computers and repairing the computers for the school and stuff. Like I really loved that. That was my thing when I was in high school. I went to two different high schools. I went to one that wasn't very good. It was kind of like all the bad kids go there. The kids that didn't want to, the kids don't want to learn, or the kids have a criminal record. So I went to that high school for a couple years, and I went to a Catholic school for a couple of years. So the Catholic school is where I learned a lot of my things with editing and actually editing and color correction and computers and everything like that. That's where I learned the most of it. And I learned how to edit on Final Cut Pro 7, which is very old, and I edit now on Final Cut Pro 10. Or yeah, Final Cut Pro is it's the it's the newest version of Final Cut Pro. I edit on that. That's where I learned it. I learned it in school, even though like this version of Final Cut is completely different from Final Cut 7, and Final Cut 7 was a lot harder to edit in. And believe me, the new editing software that Apple has for Final Cut is a lot more. It's a lot easier to manage and actually go through. And if you actually need to look at the really deep stuff, the deep features that you actually need, they're there, and you just have to go looking for them. And but like the basic editing things there and all that stuff, the color correction and all that stuff and all that. So yeah, so but yeah. Anyways, we're coming up to the end of the game. It looks like yeah, we got that goal wasn't no good. That goal was no good. Got 2.5 minutes. It looks like we won this game. I don't know what's up with this. Usually the game lets you skip the game that you're actually not playing. But if this happens more often, obviously it'll give us more chances to actually just talk and stuff. Obviously, you're just getting one view of the game and everything, which kind of sucks. And I'm actually not playing. I'm just pressing the A button for like the replays and everything like that. But yeah, this kind of sucks. This needs to be fixed. Somebody report this to EA. Somebody need to report this to EA. They need to add the skip feature back. I don't know if it was just, I don't know if, like, if it's actually missing, because it was in the last game. Like, the last game, like, if you didn't play that game, you just, like, oh, you're not starting this game, you can just skip it. It was perfect. You can just skip it. I'm wondering if the computer can actually get injured. The goalie computer can actually get injured, and you jump in. I think that's what the game is putting in now, or they put in, where if the computer goalie does get injured, you still get to play the game, and all that stuff, where it's kind of like more realistic. But I don't know. Maybe you just skip it. Like, maybe we just skip this game. It's awesome that we won, but we're benched the entire game. I was going to name this episode "We Got Benched the Entire Game," but I might put like "Let's Talk" patch 1.3, because you guys like the title. I know one of you guys liked the title of my last video, which was yesterday, was the NHL Be A Pro game, and the title was like "Let's Talk Maple Syrup," because like half of the video I was talking about maple syrup, about the great Canadian maple syrup heist. If you actually want to watch that and actually kind of learn what I was talking about, or what I'm talking about now, it's episode 41. It says, "Let's talk maple syrup." It's a pretty good episode. It's a pretty good episode. If you guys haven't seen it already, it's yesterday's video. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'm sorry that we didn't actually get to play the game at all. I am sorry. I don't know why the game didn't let me skip it. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I know it kind of sucks. Yay, I'm celebrating. Yay, I sat on the bench the entire game. I did something. We won. And we only got a C? What's up with that? Look at that. What's up with that? We get 50%, and then B. We didn't do anything. And we got a C? Was there a glitch? Is there a glitch where I was actually playing, but I didn't actually get to actually control the goalie? Oops, I pressed the guy button there. Oh, we got an interview with the coach. Justin, the preseason over. There's some things we need to things you can improve, but I'll put you on the final roster. We have made the team, boys. We have made the team. You have come a long way since the draft, but we still got work to do. The things only get tougher from now on, so be prepared. Sure, I'll give it my best. Good. Now go. Get out of my office. So we made it to the final roster, boys. We made it to the final roster. That's awesome. Don't have to go down to the minors. Don't have to go down to the AHL. So I'll show you guys the retro jerseys. See, now let me skip the game. What's up with the first time? We can actually talk to the coach. We can actually get a trade. But we'll save and quit. We'll take a look at the Anaheim Ducks jerseys. Obviously, because this is an Anaheim Ducks team that we played on, so I'll show them. But for the New York Islanders, for my Be A Pro, we'll take a look at the we'll take a look when we actually play the game. There it is. There's the retro jerseys for the I was gonna call them the Mighty Ducks. For the Anaheim Ducks. I actually want to get this jersey in real life. I actually do. I'm actually looking to actually buy it. So if you guys can actually find me a link where I can buy it, that is, obviously the link has to be Canadian, either on eBay or anything that is Canadian. If you guys find me a link, because I've been searching for it and I can't find it anywhere. If you guys find this jersey, please leave a link in the description, or head over to my Discord. Jump on my Discord and you can actually send it to me over there, because YouTube might block links that are on my videos. I might have that set where it blocks links. So if that is the issue and I don't see it, if I don't like it or give it a heart, head over to my Discord and you guys can send me over there, or go on my Twitter and send to me over my Twitter on DMs or Instagram. So there's many ways you can contact me. If you guys want to talk to me or anything, you can join my Discord, like I said. All that stuff. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys did, make sure you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't already. My name is Prez. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up.